welcome.
What up, everybody? Y'all already know what it is, what to do, and how we do it. Y'all already know what time it is. It's Sunday afternoon, which means that y'all get that recording. RCYJ Podcast, one of the dopest podcasts y'all should be listening to. I'm Rico T.
And I'm Tommy Guns. And we're here in my living room / bedroom. We don't have no blank man today.
No blank man today. We got to do.
Production value is down. That's why you see Rico drop the mic, camera that timed already in the kick. So,
When the fuck has he ever helped with the setup?
I don't know. You always call him productions. What does he do?
He's a production assistant. He assists the producers.
Oh.
We already know what tasks he performs when you need him to.
Yes.
He's been lack at it, a little bit lately.
He always lacks at it.
But
I had to prep for myself before the thing, so now I just got
little reach around, y'all are.
a little reach around it.
I think I should have used that terminology. Anywho, welcome back to RCYJ Podcast. I know, I did. So,
another week, and so you can, if you hear me yelling or something, it's probably because there's a sheep in the background. My Dolphins are playing as we record this live.
I'm not a Dolphins fan, so I don't care either way.
Yeah, it's on back here, so also my
if he's looking off, it's because he's watching the fucking game too. So tell me while you're watching the game, what's been going on with you, man?
Not much. Work. Trying to finally get a little back healthy. Almost got my whole body back together. Not dying.
And I was wrong last week. His toe is not wrapped up.
No. Oh, I forgot we even made that bet. Yeah, I cut him, so if it was a possibility, it'd have been pretty funny, but then something else cut my toenail. I forgot all about that motherfucker.
I'm here to remind you.
I'm gonna get up here in a minute and stub my toe.
I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah, me too. What the fuck?
That's fucking hilarious.
It's gonna hurt.
Anywho.
But nothing else new. Work. You know how it goes. I had a Hooters trip last week. It was quite disappointing. I was very upset. I went with this guy Rico Suave. Oh wait, it was Rico Daddy. Or was it Rico Poppy? Rico Poppy, it was. This guy Rico Poppy. And it was a terrible experiment. Like, I wasn't even there, man. This guy was like so fucking, like, people come out of the manager come out of the back room to come and say hi to Rico Poppy.
No, the fuck he didn't.
Yes, he did. The manager come out of his back room.
He's a new
or come and fucking say hi.
He's a newer manager. He introduced himself as
How
Ben.
do you know he's a new manager now? See, this is why Rico Poppy had so much fucking attention. You know, like, way too much about this damn Hooters. You need to find another restaurant to go to,
It's because they've
man.
always had the same managers. And I think the three...
I don't know.
There's normally like four managers, and then the one that wasn't there was Alberto. The only Spanish one they had, and he's been gone. So they replaced him with this dude with the penis, or the big letter P, tattooed on his neck.
It's the Pirates. He had a Pittsburgh Pirates fucking tattoo right here. You know, you figured you know about baseball. You knew what the hell it was, man. Jeez. Well, of course, Rico told me as soon as he left. I told him it was the Pittsburgh Pirates. Rico said, no, that's because he likes to take penis in the mouth. Oh, wait, can I not say that on the thing?
Whatever.
But anyways, the validity is what he said. Rico was in a very, very weird mood, like, talking shit to everybody that day, too.
Rico's been in that fucking mood all week, and that's kind of what I wanted to talk about on the podcast a little bit today, too.
We talked about this last week. All these fucking time. Rico, cool your jets.
You know that's not gonna fucking happen. Anywho, he did not come out and make sure that I was okay. He was just coming out introducing himself to the different tables. Tommy's a fucking weirdo.
I did not see him go to one other table, by the way.
I heard him go to two other tables. Same spiel.
Once again. Knows way too much about this food. I don't think so. this didn't happen. I was probably watching one of the football games. I won't lie though. There was like 15 of them on. So
Exactly. Which last week's game, I don't even care for this team either. But shout out to the Packers who came out of nowhere against the fucking Saints. Like that shit was fucking.
and then
dope.
they lost
Did they lose?
on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, they didn't lose Sunday. That's all I
Yeah,
care
they look
about.
like crap. And let's face it, I didn't know at the time, but it's because their quarterback for the Saints went out, Carr, and that offense couldn't do shit. So apparently the offense sucks without him. So that's what happened.
Yeah, they.
No, that's what happened because that offense stalled and was playing like shit, and I was
Either way,
wondering why.
I don't give a fuck
But
about the
remember,
Packers.
the game was on mute, so I didn't really catch it until afterwards.
Big facts, little backs.
That was still when the Dolphins games were on, and they were still scoring touchdowns. So
One of the things that I did want to talk about on the podcast too, and this is just like a PSA for people. You know what I'm saying? But
welcome, people.
Tommy.
Just join. Very small letters. What's that?
me and you have similar personality traits.
To a certain extent.
You're
sometimes.
a lot of times you're definitely the calmer in the equation.
I'm usually the calmest person in there.
Yeah.
No point.
So
to get all angry.
so I'm at work this week.
Uh-oh. I already don't like it.
Yeah, me neither. And now, mind you, I work on the vehicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm of the idea that, like, once we're done with the vehicle, we have to put it back into the service lane. That's where the customer grabs their car from. They leave after we're done with everything, right? So, the service lane is backed up into the fucking shop, and there's cars literally going about halfway through our shop. So all of a sudden, we can't pull vehicles in because those cars are directly in the middle. It stops us from being able to pull into our work bays.
Okay.
So I start having to move fucking vehicles, and I tell one of, the porters, which is the people who, take the information, drive the vehicles through the car wash, then park it, bring us the ticket so we can do the work on it. Told him to do his fucking job. I was like, I shouldn't have to be stopping what I'm doing to move fucking vehicles.
Was he just being slow? What was going on?
Well, there was 3 of them. One of them was in a pissy mood, which I said some shit to him too. He didn't want to do nothing. The other one was taking too long because he likes to fuck around on his phone all day instead of, doing what the fuck he needs to do. So, I just told this one, because he was the only one I seen, y'all need to do your fucking jobs. Like, I shouldn't have to stop what I'm doing to do your job.
This better not have been the one that was working. You only mentioned 2 of them wasn't really doing anything. This guy was working, just the other 2 were being lazy.
Well, no, he wasn't in a car at the moment. There was 4 other cars in the lane, and then they start backing up into the shop.
I get
He
that.
he hadn't even been in a car. He was over by where they're able to sit and shit like that. So I told him do your fucking job. Then he gonna tell me, shut up, you fucking dumbass. I will beat the fuck out of you. So I told him, I said, okay, cool. Let me know when you're ready, dog. So then apparently he had said a comment to another person who came and told us. Now, mind you, everybody knows I work with my brother. We don't always get along, but a lot of the times, too, me and him, you catch us in the right mood, we'll team up and we are volatile against people. Apparently, this kid told another employee that he wants to run the fade with both of us. So I said, nah. I said, we gonna do this old school rules. The shop chooses me as the champion. Tell them let's fucking go. I'ma handle this one. Kid never came in, anything like that. Now, when I'm at work, I'm not allowed to work in a tank top. I can have a tank top underneath my work shirt, but I can't just be in a tank top, which is fucking hot. That's stupid, but whatever. So I wanted to put on a t-shirt so I didn't have to wear the work shirt because that makes it hotter. Went to go walk in the locker room. Now, mind you, I'm still pissed. So I seen the kid, he just gives me this dirty look, and I said, yo, you ready to run this fade? I'll be in the fucking locker room, bitch. Let's get it.
You can't be fighting at work, bro.
I know, I was pissed. Either way. So then the kid comes to me later on, and he wants to apologize, and me and him ended up having a talk about this after because the way I responded to him was not right. And I can admit that. I responded to him wrong. He tried to apologize, and I told him he can go fuck himself. I don't give a shit that he's having a shitty day. That's not my problem. I didn't do anything. I shouldn't have to stop what I'm doing to do their job. So I ended up by saying, the only thing that you need to say to me right now is that you ready to run this fucking fade with me. if that ain't what you're saying, fuck out my face.
Oh.
So he walks away going, oh, so nothing but hostility between us? I said, until we run this fade, fuck yes, sir. Like, we running this shit since you wanted to come off big and bad.
So if you're just joining us, we realize that Rico still is not cool with his jets.
No, now, mind you, like I said, I was having a pretty good day that day. That set me off, and I shouldn't have responded to him like that. But, like, so later on that day, a co-worker of mine, I guess he had mentioned it to her, or I had mentioned it to her, whatever, what have you. So she talked to him, and that was why he came to try to apologize to me. So then I told them, I said, that's an insincere apology. I said, because if you wouldn't have said shit, he would have stayed out there pissed off, whatever, and I don't even care. Because by the end of the day, I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he wouldn't have came and apologized if they hadn't have said nothing. So that was an insincere apology, so fuck that shit.
That's not true to me.
Well,
he came to apologize.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking.
It takes a man to come to apologize. Yeah, I get it, but I'm just saying.
I'm going through the play-by-play of like what I was thinking in my head.
I got you, but I mean, that's
so
like because he could have just brushed off what anybody said. You would have pretty much brushed off what anybody said because you was mad. So it took him to calm down, and he probably already realized he fucked up, and then somebody else told him he fucked up. So I'm just saying, that's why he came to apologize. Yeah, you definitely answered wrong, but I mean,
yeah, and like the thing at work too is and it's like you said, you shouldn't be fighting at work, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. You should not be fighting at work.
That's a big thing. Like if you was like, yo, let's take care of this after work. Where you want to meet? Like, I'd be for it if that's what you need to do, man.
Yeah, but you know, so there is that. But
you're both all gonna get fired. That's what's gonna happen. You go fist with each other. You both. They ain't gonna care who did what, who started it. Fired.
No, and I know that. But then one of the other points that I brought up to a couple different people is, okay, so maybe. Oh, I didn't say maybe. I said I was wrong in my reaction. I said, however, I was like, I like how
podcast/kick.
I was like, I love how everybody's jumping on me.
You did hit record, right? Oh, that's stop.
No, I did hit it. You can see it right there.
Yeah, I see it.
But everybody was jumping at me for the way that I initially responded before the whole apology and shit like that. And I'm like, so how is it that he is able to say what he wants to me, but the moment I respond, everybody wants to come and attack me? And they were like, well, that's because that's normally the way it is. Nobody sees what started it. They only see the reactions after. And I said, but how is that fair? Because now I'm looking like the bad guy. And he gets to walk away scot-free thinking he's going to talk to me like that? Like, fuck no. Only good thing that happened was one of the employees who had talked to him had told him, like, there's been a lot of people going through here. A lot of people try to act a certain way, things like that. But they were like, but he is one of the dudes that will fight you and not care.
It's a great reputation to have there,
I don't take no shit. Either way, long story short, so then I had another friend who was talking to me about it, and he was trying to make jokes, and for about 45 fucking minutes or so, he's over there telling me, you need to be nice. Be nice. God don't like ugly. Be nice. Now, the moment he had to throw that in, and he was like, you know what they say in the Bible, some shit, God don't like ugly. And I'm like, oh, now we're going to use the Bible. I said, okay, cool, I got you. I said, so you read the Bible? He said, yeah. I believe in God, I go to church and all that. I said, okay. So I was like, so doesn't it say in the Bible, if I'm correct, that every human alive today was made in God's image? He said, yes, sir, we was. So I looked at him and said, okay, so if we were all made in God's image, he must have had an asshole side because, boom, here I am, motherfucker. I said, so you really want to throw that at me? He was like, he stopped for a second and he thought about it, and he was like, damn, I didn't think about it like that. I said, I know you didn't, but I do. I said, don't try to throw the Bible at me, dog, because I could turn it on you. So then he got into this whole conversation about how angels were made, blah, 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 and they were made in God's image, but then God made humans, and God liked humans more, and that's why the angels was pissed off, and then it got into the whole thing about Lucifer, right? So then it came back to, like, all this other shit, and I'm like, but was Lucifer not an angel? Yeah. I said, and were angels not made in God's image? Yes. And Lucifer's an asshole, so again, he must have had an asshole side. And certain ones all around, when they're made, get that side of him. Don't try me with that shit. So then I started doing church songs about how to like whoop someone's ass. And everybody was dying because like I would like just say random shit with like that weird, you know, like you watch movies and every time they go to a church it's always like one of those really like hyped up churches in the South, and you got that one like pastor, priest, reverend, whatever, who'd be like, "Yes, sir, we gonna talk today, yes, sir." So I was doing that, and then I was like, "Now we gonna sing a song." Mm-hmm. Everybody started dying. It's fucking hilarious. Fact of the matter is, I ended up talking to the kid. I want to say it was yesterday, and he had started with, like, he came over to me, and he was very, you know, polite. And he was like, "I would like to have a talk with you about a situation that had happened the other day." Now me, I don't care about the situation anymore. It's done. I don't harbor no ill will. And again, I don't think before I speak, so I just picked my head up from what I was doing. I looked at him. I was like, "Yo, if you're trying to give me an after-school special talk about how I hurt your feelings, save that shit. I don't have time for that." So he got a little butthurt by that. And no, but listen, hold on. No, give me a second. I'm not saying he got butthurt like that. I could tell in his face he was bothered by that. But mind you, the way that I detected his face change, and before like I even got a chance to continue with what I was going to say, he tried to interject. So I held my hand up, and I said, "Wait, I wasn't done. Please don't interrupt."
It doesn't matter what you have to say.
That's not what I said, though.
Yeah,
that would have been epic.
You pretty much did, though.
No, because that's the one thing. If we are going to be in the middle of a discussion or talking stuff like that, like us doing it on the podcast is cool. You know what I'm saying? But most times if you're talking, I won't interrupt you. Most times if I'm talking, you won't interrupt me. That's one of my biggest things is when like you're trying to get a point across and someone automatically just want to, no, wait, jump in your shit. Then I'm like, shut the fuck up, let me finish. You know, so I held my hand up, I said, "I wasn't done. Give me a second." He stopped and he said, "Okay, you can go." And I was like, "I was already going, so that's not the point. I'm going to finish."
You should have asked him what his name was.
No. So I looked at him and I said, "Here's what happened." I said, "You had a bad day, and I get that. You responded to me in the way that you felt was appropriate at that time."
Yeah.
I said, "I responded to you in the way that I felt was appropriate." I said, "Now, when it comes to your apology, you are absolutely right. I should have shut the fuck up, let you finish, and accepted your apology." And I said, "And for that, I'm sorry. For how I responded to you, I'm sorry. Last thing that I'm going to say, and this conversation is over, is we're grown-ass men. If we need to fucking fist fight about shit, we're gonna fist fight about shit. But this is small shit. So I'm not gonna fist fight you over this. It's whatever. Dap me up. Let's have a good day." So we did. And then, of course, you know, he wanted to be funny after that, and he was like, "Man, I thought that we were really gonna fight." And I looked at him, and I was like, "I'm gonna let you know right now, dog, like, if we had to, you wasn't winning that shit. That's not me talking shit, but you wasn't winning that shit. So I'm kind of glad it didn't get to that point, because I don't want to have to fuck you up."
Oh, shit. Rico.
Yeah.
Cool your jets.
Why?
Because you need to. I made a whole podcast about it. There's a reason you need to cool your jets, man. You've had two different doctors come in here and sit with you, try to talk to you, and let you vent. And then all the other audience will take and talk to us. And
what doctors?
Dr. Tommy Guns and Dr. Manny. Dr. Manny was too young. He wasn't experienced enough to delve deep into your problems. You need to give hugs, not punches. You should have just hugged the kid. "I'm sorry, you suck."
I'm not a huggy type of person.
It doesn't matter. That's what you need to do from now on. And at least you can have "you suck." Literally hug somebody when they have a problem with you. Just be like, "Remember, my man, I'm sorry, you suck." Walk away. And make it a big happy thing.
So then, No, but then like what that whole day just kind of like went a little bit further with that because everybody was like, "Well, why can't you just move the cars?" And I'm like, "Why don't you move the cars?" Well, because that's not my job. Exactly. My job is to work on them, then drive them into the service lane so that they can get picked up and go.
And your lady, I probably move the cars just because it's been easier. One, you wouldn't have angered yourself. You just moved the cars and went back to what you needed to do. Two, wouldn't start this whole conflict with people fucking getting a bad reputation.
But no, but that goes again with people, you know, with the whole, we didn't see what happened, we just seen your reaction. You know what I'm saying? It still goes with that, but even so, like I said with this person, I was like, why don't you move the cars? Well, that's not my job. I don't get paid for that, so I don't have to do that. Okay, then. So why is it okay for you to use that reasoning, but I can't?
I get your point on that one. I mean, that was a stupid response from the person, but like I said, it just some people, maybe a lot of people actually, you're included with, go out of the way to make more of a headache for yourself sometimes, rather than doing something easy. This is just my mindset normally. Like, if I ask, even when I fucking was raising a kid, if I ask him 5 times to fucking do something, and I gotta sit there and nag at him like that, I'm just gonna do it. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna punish those motherfuckers later because it's kids. Make them understand why you shouldn't have made me go do this when I asked you to do it. But at the same time, in the moment, sometimes it's just better to go away. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get pissed off and say something I don't mean and yell at him. My brother's the same way, man. You guys are too angry in life. You guys really need to calm the fuck down. Usa. Chill
I don't want to.
I see this. I promise you, you're still young enough where it's not affecting you physically, but you keep like that. You get in the next 5 to 10 years of your life is not going to be good for you at all. And we like you too much, and that's one of the reasons I try to tell you to calm down.
Motherfucker, you barely like me.
Why do you say that?
Because you
barely like you? Dude, what the fuck? I barely like most people.
Because, man, and I'm gonna tell you this shit.
I barely like my family.
I know, and I'm the same way. But you barely like me, and here's how I know. Because we supposed to be the Big Oos and Rico Papi. You know what I'm saying? Like, we supposed to be a motherfucking team. But any chance you get, you'll turn on me.
I told you getting into this, I'm a heel. It's gonna happen. And usually I only turn on you for if it's good amusement for me in the moment.
But you know, it's funny that you say that too. Because you're always like calling me the baby face, but you're always telling me I need to be the one to calm the fuck down. Yeah. So how am I a baby face, but I'm the heel that needs to calm the fuck down at the same time?
See, because you're. Let me give you an.
I'm a heel baby.
Oh no! You're more like it's unplanned. You're not a smart heel. You're more like a chaotic one. You're more like how Kane was. This is why Kane only won the championship a couple times, because he wasn't a smart heel. He'd just go fucking beat something up and, you know, I could kick its ass so I'll win. That's not always the case, Kane. Sometimes you gotta have backup, or you gotta have a plan, or... And that's where I say you gotta cool your jets, because, yes, you can win and be a bruiser, but if you're a smart bruiser, you get more on. More like a Stone Cold Steve Austin, but he's not even the best example either. It's just closer to my character or Randy Orton, because I'm like a rattlesnake. You don't know when I'm going to strike you. But it is always going to be for my best interest. Especially if we in wrestling, I promise. That's the only one I really told you I'd turn on you. Now, maybe I'll throw you under the bus if something funny to me. That might happen.
That's fucked up.
For my amusement.
That's why I beat you to it. I throw myself under there.
But at the end of the day...
Fuck that shit.
But at the end of the day, I'm going to have your back.
No.
Like if it was something serious.
No.
Although I can't say that about a lot of people. A lot of people, I don't even ever had acquaintances. Not too many people I actually consider a friend. And you're one of them. So the fact that I barely like you, you're still in the other percentage of the other people I barely like. Because I hate most people. People are fucking dumb. They're fucking idiots. They're suck. Like, legitimately, so much. You don't have to drive with them all day. I want to fucking rip their heads off. I so many times just want to fucking tell somebody, like, dude, do not cut off bread trucks and fucking work trucks. You don't know what they have in the back end of their fucking vehicle. We're leaving 2 car lengths for a fucking reason. And when you do that and I actually gotta fucking hit my brakes in and fucking hit them like a car would to stop, all my products all over the fucking place. So fuck all you fucking drivers in Florida.
And your brake fluid light going off.
My brake fluid light's been going off forever. That's because I got a cheap ass boss. I hope he doesn't listen to my podcast, but you are, you cheap ass boss. You know it. Because if you wasn't, we'd already sent the fucking vehicle in and rented another one while the vehicle's in the shop, because that's what you do. But that's another story. Cheap ass bosses, I know you guys got them too. Let me know in the comments, because nobody ever says nothing. See all these people that come in and they don't say shit. Why don't you say anything? Oh, I'm sorry. You can sit there and be stalker like it's cool. We're supposed to promote the stalkers. I love you, stalkers. Don't say nothing. Stupid ass motherfucker.
We just segued into a whole bunch of what the fuck.
Well, I didn't even know how you segued into the fucking... All of a sudden you was talking about God, so I like been so confused.
Oh, no. So the reason I did that was because like the way that I had reacted to the kid, and that's when the dude started like quoting shit out of the Bible to me.
I mean, I get.
And then I just took it and I used it against him.
Oh.
And I love him, and he's actually the one who wants to come on the podcast.
Is the God guy?
He doesn't always talk about it, but like for some reason when like he sees me in one of those moods, he tries to do that, and then I'm just like I turn it all against him. Which I love too, because he never expects any of the shit that I say. And sometimes I come up with such stupid shit to say to him, but it's like so simple. But he, like, everyone's just like, who the fuck thinks of that? Like, he had this weird ass shirt the other day. And it had like some weird fucking zippers that had no pockets on them. It just had zippers on it. And then, you know how like you have, sometimes like you'll have, like if you're carrying cargo or whatever, you have like little straps with the little hook things on them. So you can hook shit to keep it in place. It's like a little strap with a little metal ring, and then you just put like a hook on it to help keep shit in place, whatever. Either way, it's to help hold shit in place. For some reason, he had a little strap on the top of his shirt with the metal ring, but there was nothing else to go to it, so the shirt was just fucking ridiculous, which I told him, you look stupid as fuck. Go home and change. Or that shirt just screams, I'm a dumbass. So then he tried to talk his shit, and I told him, just like them useless shits on your fucking shirt, zip your fucking lip. Zip it the fuck up. And then I seen the little strap, and I said, you better shut the fuck up and buckle down for you catch this ass whooping.
You're mean. You're a fucking bully.
Well, no, me and him, that's...
I don't promote bullying. He might, but I don't.
No, listen, I don't promote bullying.
If you listen to the podcast last couple weeks, tell me this guy's not a fucking bully.
I do not promote bullying. This is a really good friend of mine at work. We talk shit like this to each other all the time, and we end every day with a hug, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Did he go home and change his shirt?
No, he told me straight up. He said, well, now I'm not going to wear it, or now I'm not going to go change it just because I know it pisses you off. I said, well, if I'm used to that, you can't change your fucking face, and that pisses me off, you ugly son of a bitch. And you know what he did after that? He went to the store, he got me a Red Bull, he chugged one with me, and we hugged it out.
I was hoping you went to the store and got you a fucking zipper shirt. And then you guys went out to the fucking club in your zipper shirts. Way better ending. Talk about God.
No, I'm good. I don't need to do all that shit.
Yes, you do.
Why?
Because I think you might need to find God. You need help. You're very angry too. And they call me
Tommy,
a mean little leprechaun.
I don't know if you know this.
Mean big leprechaun.
And I understand that guy reads the Bible. I'm closer to God than he is. As an ordained minister for the state of Florida, I work directly with the Big G. We have weekly meetings. Every week, once a week for an hour, I feel like shit about myself because of that meeting. because I get told to fuck off all the damn time. But then I realize I was made in his image. I am who I am.
Damn, bro. I just like surprised about the compliment, man. I'm not God though.
Shut the fuck
this
up.
weekly meeting you've been having with me, it's not what this is. You might be confused. I appreciate it though.
And the thing that I'm pissed off about right now is I should have anticipated you turning it like that. And for some reason I didn't.
You walked right into it. Who else do you have a weekly meeting for? It's about an hour long. What?
God.
Well, I guess it seems to be in your own personal space. That's between you and him.
I'm sorry. But I'm me. Your image. Get over it.
And this has been a godly experience with Rico.
Godly experience with Rico. But no, I just and that's like the PSA that like I want to give to people, you know, is from, you know, the two different sides. One, just, and I know I need to take this advice too, chill the fuck out. Relax. You know, let it be easy. Also realize that sometimes
be Rico Poppy. That guy like gets all the attention.
Sometimes how you come off towards someone can cause an issue. You know, so just relax. And I have a problem doing that too, where, you know, I have the issue where sometimes the way I come off to people
you didn't charge this. We're at 15%.
Oh, it's fine. So
I just want to pause and tell you said that exact thing before, and then like 5 minutes later it went off in the middle. Just say, maybe not.
We went a whole 30-something minutes.
Oh, how much percentage?
It was at like 20.
Okay, we'll see. If we cut out podcast,
but
you know why.
So, but I mean, like that's what I'm saying.
Only showing that much me. Like half my head's been on the one screen the whole time.
I think that's because we're focusing on the smaller screen on the front. But no, sometimes the way you come off to someone, you know, can, you know, lead to, you know, the wrong type of interaction with that person, and I've got a habit of doing that. But, you know, also know that if you're going to tell someone that you're going to run the fade with them, there's a more than likely chance that that person is going to want to run the fade with you. So just think about that before you start throwing that out there. And, you know, like I had told someone when that whole situation had come up in just normal conversation is, and the one point that they did tell me, which I did agree with, was, they were like, yeah, it's wrong, you know, that they said that, it's wrong how you reacted, but at the same time, anybody who knows you knows that for some fucking reason, you just seem to be ready to run the fade all the fucking time. I was like, I don't want to. I actually don't like to fight. I grew up fighting. I hate it now. What? No, I don't, Tommy. I don't like to fight now. Like, I really don't. If I have to, I will. I'm ready for it whenever.
I've known you for how long now?
Maybe like 3-4 years.
Okay, we'll even just call it 3 years. Just 3 years I've known this motherfucker. He's been trying to get into a fight for 3 years. He tried fighting me a couple times too, and I'm just not a big. I'm not a big fighter.
When did I try to fight you?
Not like literally like go to fight, but when you get angry in your moments sometimes, and you know me, I don't leave shit alone.
What's the problem with y'all? Sometimes you need to leave shit alone, let people walk away, and like, you know, just separate for a bit.
Nah, you need to calm down, man. You need to chill the
That's
fuck
what
out
I take the
fuck
time
you.
to walk away and separate.
And when people tell you to calm down, that just means to calm down. It doesn't mean I am trying to calm down. Why are you telling me to calm down?
Because if somebody's pissed off, don't tell them to calm down. They already know they need to calm down.
Obviously, they don't when they fucking heads boiling off. Like, I've literally seen you, like, blowing steam off you in the fucking cooler and fucking work one time. Like, we in a freezer, you still blowing fucking steam off. Like, calm down, man. It's cool. Nothing is that bad.
That's why I was in the freezer. Or the cooler, whatever it was.
Oh, they're fighting.
I don't hear you telling them they shouldn't be fighting.
No, that's the Dolphins. You gotta fight. You gotta fight on the football field.
Life is a football field.
That shit's serious. No.
Life is a football field.
No, when like there's millions of dollars on the line and you get more money when you win, and these motherfuckers are trying to keep you from winning, that's fighting words. Because they're going after your money.
Y'all shouldn't be fighting. Y'all need Jesus.
They probably do. They probably do too.
But I mean, like
but
I was
I'm
saying,
afraid if they give them Jesus and they don't have all this anger, they might not play football as well. So the Bills should go get
okay,
Jesus,
so
not the Dolphins.
why is it okay for them and not me?
Because I'm wanting them to win.
You don't want me to win at life?
Well, at life, yes, but you don't win at life by fighting people for no fucking reason. Fighting a kid because he's going slow, because he was a kid, right? He was a kid.
He's a few years younger than me.
A few years? How much is a few?
I don't know. It ain't that much younger than me.
So he's over 30?
No, because I'm 33.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well,
he's like late
20s. Few years is 30.
He's like late 20s.
He's still a kid. You dumb. You dumb if you 29 you're younger anyways. Like 30 you're kind of smart. Oh, y'all understand. I'm not saying it to be fucking insulting. You know how dumb I was at that fucking age. You'll just realize it later in fucking life, man. You're gonna look back on this moment and actually realize what I'm talking about. And it's not as funny as you're trying to make it out to be.
I'm not trying to make it funny. Can I not laugh? Can I not find things funny for my own edification, for my own personal beliefs?
Whatever you want funny is you. Be you, man. I always promote that. I'm just saying it's not like I'm like talking shit to everybody. Because there's some people obviously that got their shit more together at 29 than most.
But a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't.
They're few fucking far between. But I guarantee your 29-year-old self talks to your 39-year-old self, and that's only a 10-year difference. They're gonna have some shit to say to you, and you at the 29-year-old would actually listen to your 39-year-old self like, yeah, we dumb. We thought all this because you still have fucking stupid fucking thoughts. Even at fucking my age, I ain't even gonna fucking put that shit out here. I still have fucking stupid thoughts that I look back on, and it's like, fuck.
At 39, though, I'll be doing the same thing I was doing at 29. Working, talking shit with you, and being a dad. That's it.
True, and I'm not going to say it's going to be different, but your outlook on life is going to change. I never really thought that mine would a whole lot either, but it does. I bet at 39, you probably are finally going to be calm enough where you're not trying to fight with fucking people. I'm just being legit, because like my brother used to be the same fucking way. I'd just tell everybody, fuck off, piss off, I'll fight you. He don't say that shit no more.
So in 6 years,
normally,
in 6 years,
don't get me wrong, you're gonna have a fucking temper tantrum probably still somewhere, like throw shit around or something, because you're taking it off on a fucking, and then everybody's gonna want to stay away from you, but they're gonna learn by now that you probably should just stay away from them for a few, and they're all gonna leave you alone to come back after you're all calm, and you'll be a lot calmer because you're just older, and it's just, you let it go a lot easier. I think that's more what it is than anything else. You have a fucking tendency to be able to let shit go because you like realize, like, the long fucking term of life right now. Just think about it. I'm most likely only here for fucking 15 to 20 more years at most. It's just the lifespan of my fucking people. It's just kind of, it sucks to think, but it's still at the truth. So you learn there's a lot more fucking important things in life than some of the things you let fucking get to you for no fucking reason.
I'm not gonna lie.
Sit there and stress out on it.
I'm not gonna lie though. If we're going off like, you know, our people and like how long they go and shit like that, I'm not happy right now.
Yeah, it's a sucky thought to think of.
That means I still got like 70 years left because these motherfuckers will be like, I can't do this. I'm not gonna make it past 70. No, hold on. And shit keeps going on. And like one of the biggest examples is, and I love her to death, and I pray to God that she's around for many, many, many more years. But like my grandma, like sometimes stuff happens. You know, she's in her 80s, and we're thinking like, you know, she's even told us like, I've lived my life. I got to see grandkids, great grandkids, all that shit. Like I'm good. Like I'm tired. I'm ready to go. And like something will happen. And we're all freaking out because now we're all scrambling, especially, you know, me being in Florida. I gotta fly up in case anything happens. I gotta go back to Massachusetts. But I've also learned that with my grandmother, she's like a hidden. How do I say this? Y'all ever play them fucking video games where like your health regenerates by itself as long as you ain't doing nothing crazy in the game for like 5 minutes? She's one of them. Like some shit will happen and then 2 days later, like, we'll talk to her, and she's like, oh, I'm getting ready, like, everybody's taking me to the club tonight, because my grandma still goes clubbing with everybody. She ain't no fucking joke. She's like, yeah, we're all going to the club tonight. And I'm like, yo, two days ago...
How old?
she'll be 84 this December.
Let's be honest though, 84 going to club, nothing but respect, Grandma. Because
Yo,
that's some badass shit.
And that's what I'm saying.
But they was just talking about this on ESPN the other day, and I'm with them too, because I think it was somebody started talking shit to Lou Holtz, and the saying is, if you after 79, if you've made it that fucking long, you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I'm being serious. If I've made it to fucking 84, I'm gonna be a fucking handful. Cause I ain't gonna fucking lie. I feel like shitting my pants in the middle of the fucking place. I probably will, just because. Cause it'd probably be funny. Cause you gotta think about it. Think about it. You 84 years old. You're probably in a nursing home, right? There's probably gonna be hot fucking nurses fucking changing your fucking diaper.
How the fuck did I know? How the fuck did I know?
Sometimes you gotta shit your pants so you get cleaned up. Hey, we came on this earth shitting our pants. We're gonna leave the earth shitting our pants if we get old enough too. God hopes that we make it that long. We want to talk about God? Here we go.
No, but fact of the matter is, a lot of things.
You made it past 80, you can shit your pants if you want to.
A lot of things, happen, and she's still fucking kicking. She got that regenerative health. She a game character. I got a long time to go. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I hope so too. But like, I knew it. My grandma fucking did that shit, and I knew it was over. She pretty much told me she'd given up. She didn't want to fight no more. It was in her voice and everything. You could hear it. It was done. And she literally, they were going up to see her. She died a couple days before my family got up to go see her. But I knew it was over. Like, she talked to me on the phone. I tried to give her words of encouragement, But at that fucking point, I don't know. Whatever happens with people, man.
No, and I think one of my biggest problems.
Fighting, you don't know what they're going through.
No, like my grandmother's done that, and I've had that talk with her where I could hear it in her voice where she was like, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, other times, I'll have conversations with her, and she'll just be like, I'm ready, but it's not seeming to be happening. She was like, I don't know what the fuck it is that's gonna take me out now. She was like, so now, fuck it, like, whatever. And that's what she does. And that's why my grandma's still clubbing at 84. Still talking to me about she got a bag of sugar daddy. And I was like, that's not what you need to do. You need to bag an attorney for your fucking will. That's what you need.
She needs a bag of sugar daddy so she can sneak in and get in the will and then have all left to you guys, man. She's looking out for you guys by doing that shit. Grandma got it right, man. Get in there and get that sugar daddy before you fucking go. Take all his fucking money. Find one that don't got nothing. Go, Grandma. I know what's up. Player for life. Your grandma's got this shit. She got this in the bag. She's 84. She knows better than all of us. Once again, I'm going back to it. You can do whatever the fuck you want when you're 84. You already fucking lived through this damn life. You do whatever the fuck you want. You best enjoy those years. You literally can have 1 year left, at that point.
She keeps telling us.
Well,
she's been telling us that since 75.
I told you, I already read this, your grandma's a player, and she's been telling you that since 75, so she can get away with whatever the fuck she wants. Because
she could get away with whatever the fuck she wants.
She's gonna go rob a fucking bank and come back to you guys and rob the fucking bank. Grandma, why the fuck did you rob a bank? I'm 84, I ain't got longer left. I gotta get you guys some money. You guys are just gonna let it go. Alright, Grandma robbed the bank. Fuck.
We let it go anyways because we just look.
Do you know how to laundry money, Grandma?
Like, because we would just look at her and be like, I mean, well, even if they did try something like you went to jail for it, like you dealt with watching this whole family grow up and help raising us and all that. You know how we were, so you're fine, Grandma.
Grandma got this all played out for you guys, but it's cool. Grandma player, nothing but respect, Grandma.
That's why I tell my grandma all the time. She my number one ninja. I love that old bitch.
You people ma. That's what I'm gonna call you. You people ma.
You say you people ma. You people ma. There's a whole story behind that. We're not gonna get into that right now because.
Well, for one, we only got a few minutes left at most.
Plus, we
already at the 44-minute
Plus,
mark.
you gotta realize too that it's not just me. My whole family need to cool their fucking jets.
Oh, I went around with one fucking dinner. I already knew that. But Mama was yelling at Dad. It was crazy. I was like, damn.
Thought me and my little sister were gonna come to blows, and that's just how we say I love you.
I'm glad I was just getting some food. That's all. And Tyler was there. I mean, like, legitimately, I was happy to have another white person there. It was weird as fuck. Well, it could have been a black person, let's be honest. I just was glad to have somebody who was outside of your family, is really what I was saying. Because we were the outsiders and we have somebody to talk to. Like, dude, this is shit crazy, right? He literally said that to me, though. You know what I said? I said, I'm from an Irish family. I've seen worse. At least they ain't coming to blows, or my stepdad's not passed out in the fucking backyard, fucking holding the grill or something crazy like that.
No, so, like certain family members, like it will come to blows.
Or food's all over the fucking place.
No, certain family members it would come to blows.
Well, even if it did and the food started flying and everything, I still would have sit there and fucking eat my fucking plate, dodging fucking food and shit. I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't have changed nothing. You know, yeah. Hey, you people! The fucking rice is fucking amazing.
Fucking rice is dope, yo. Wait. Bottle.
No, I mean, like, for real, it's good. But yeah, like, you guys weren't no different than my family. That's why I didn't even care.
And that's a beautiful thing. Now, before we sign off this, Tommy, is there anything else you want to say to the people before we go?
No, I appreciate you joining. You know, always hit that like, subscribe, spread the word. If we funny, tell us if we're not. Like, I'd really like you people just to start interacting with me. I feel like I'm all alone here.
We had the one dude who interacted with us, and he said something about a fart and that somebody needed a beer.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It was like 3 episodes ago. I don't fucking know.
Oh, a belch or something. Didn't he try to get me the belch?
Yeah, he wanted you to burp on command and then something about getting a beer.
And then he called me it was weak. I needed a beer. I think that's what happened. He said I had a weak belch. And I was like, yeah, probably. But anyways, thank you.
Anywho, that's what it's going to be. Just watch your interactions with people, because sometimes it could be detrimental to you, or you could be detrimental to them. And apparently I need to learn to cool my fucking jets.
Always remember, Rico, cool your jets.
And I got tired of hearing that. That's why I switched the name of the podcast to RCYJ. So it's still there, but I don't have to hear it. Now it's just RCYJ.
Only when you say the thing.
Yep.
So, but it's a pun that's needed. I mean, you called this thing the name of the podcast for a reason. You must have knew way back then that you need to cool your jets, and you still haven't cooled them very much. You're just as bad of a hothead as you would today as when I talked to you fucking when I first met you.
I'm just as bad of a hothead as I was at like 13.
That's too many years.
20 years.
16 years of being a pothead. Well, 20 years of being not a pothead, a hothead. Hothead. Wonder what's on my mind. Peace out, my
Apparently
fuckers.
Tommy wants to go cook, clean the pots and pans. As he already said, you guys already know. Like, follow, subscribe, share. Let everybody know us about us. Thanks for everybody on the Kick for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who watches the YouTube videos. Yeah, Energize my, weeks right. RCYJ podcast. Tommy Guns and I. And, that shit.
Okay,
We out.
sweeping.